Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. This video is going to start turkey tripping for 2022. I apologize because I did not get to do much editing during the season, and so I didn't put out any videos. So I'm going to edit these bad boys across the summertime, and we'll start publishing them in February, which is probably right now. So let's get started. Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. If you can't tell, I'm in Florida. It's also quite windy. Currently it's Friday, March 11th. I left my house on Sunday and I headed toward Bart's and met Jeff down there. There's Chris Tank. There's Chris. That's it. Chris is on his journey down south to go turkey hunting again this year. Sit! Hank's so excited to see him. Hank's all excited. All that snow and ice and traveling here out to Kansas. Just so excited. What do you got? Where'd you get that? Whoa. What's going on, man? Not much. There's Jeff. Well, let's see what he drove. Blue one.
I made it.
The Nitro.
I was daydreaming and I missed the exit.
You were air drumming.
No, actually, I wasn't even listening to the radio. I was daydreaming about doing the suspension on this thing.
Look at that. Pimpin'. We got some work done on Bart's property, as well as tidied up our stands that Jeff and I used so that we could potentially sit longer, because a couple of them were just uncomfortable. A couple of them just needed touched up. So we've got 3 stands back in the one spot now. So hopefully we can stand or sit there longer when it counts in late October. And before I left, Bart had a little gift for Phil and I. You're here. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, son. Here's Phil's. Bart made one for Philip. That is good looking. What kind of twine is that?
It's like synthetic sinew.
Nice.
That is too. It's just colored.
My word, look at that. Scrimshawed in by maker Bart Jokes. That gets out there a ways, doesn't it? That's loud. You're gonna have to come with me and do some calling for me. Oh, those are nice, Bart. I thank you much. Wow.
Those really turned out nice.
I'm working on my technique on the road. And I'm just not doing it any justice. But I'm down here in Florida now. Quickly, it was apparent I'm again a stranger in a strange land. Checking these canals, got the snake swimming. I hope that wind isn't too terrible. Then start seeing gators, so that's pretty cool. And then when I was in the campground, well, you can't make this up. There's a turkey right there. heading toward my campsite. Look at that hen. Look at those long legs on the Osceola. And I'm actually heading back to the spot where I was hunting 2 years ago, unsuccessfully by myself. And then just now, I'm riding my bike back to see if I can retrace my steps and go as far back as I did before on my bike. And a hen just went through here. So I checked and found some footprints and turkey sign, some poop. But it looks like it's hen poop. So I kind of was peeking around, trying to be a little stealthy. Maybe I'd see a fan or something. It's pretty hot today though. Hot and humid. Tomorrow, a nasty cold front's coming in. And not so much cold, but wind. It's going to be really bad tomorrow. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get done tomorrow. I might come out here and just sit, but I'm here because the spot I wanted to go to was full of trucks. But nobody's here because last week they kicked everybody out and said they were going to do a controlled burn back here. Well, they did not do the controlled burn, but there's not a whole lot of people in this chunk. So because of the crowd over there where I want to be, I'm going to see if I can't maybe conjure up something back here. So I'm in Florida, ready to get beat up again, as I generally do in Florida. We'll get back on the bike and see where we can get to. Well, it's certainly a lot wetter in here than it was 2 years ago. I got almost knee deep here in one spot. And yeah, got these water birds right in here. One day I'd set up somewhere in here and it was dry for the most part. This channel right here was muddy in 2020 and now it is sitting full of water. It's a pretty deep channel. It's probably 2 feet deep. And go see where I can get to. Yeah. Come on, man. Sometimes I just manage to always find the hardest way to get there. Well, this ain't what it was either. It's obviously wet. So I kind of have a feeling all the cypress heads are going to be wet. So now I got no idea where the turkeys might be. I thought they might be in here in the shade because it is hot in the sun. One thing's for sure though, I need to get somewhere and sit down for a little bit. I am cooking and getting wore out. Other than the nice scenery, that evening proved uneventful. Well, it's Saturday morning, and starting at about 3 o'clock, I started hearing trucks going by. So there's 4 or 5 of them jokers at the trailhead, I guess you'd call it. And one of them definitely had bikes. Because of that, I think it was pretty good that I wasn't gonna go that deep anyway. I'm only about a mile in, and I had the turkey tracks right here in the mud, and I saw that hen right here yesterday, so I thought I'll set up in here. So I kind of prepared this spot last night put my decoys out. I attracted a white-tailed doe, or at least got her curiosity. And then I did have a hen come by. And then there were two guys across the way over there. They got up and left a little bit ago. It's still just before 9 o'clock, but the wind is starting to pick up like it's supposed to. And I think I'm just gonna go walk a little bit, try to figure out where turkeys might be. So I don't know where that is. Water's higher than it was, so I'm trying to find spots where maybe there is no water and go from there. I keep thinking I'm gonna pop to the edge of one of these openings and spot some turkeys. And I keep thinking that with each one I check and don't see anything, that my odds are increased of seeing them on the next one. But I just don't seem to ever see any. However, as I'm standing here, I think I got some turkey tracks right there. There. So that's encouraging. Yeah, they're following this trail the same way I am, or in the same manner. They're going the other direction. For whatever reason, it was quite busy in this section of the woods. Hang on, buddy! So last night I thought of something that I saw at the visitor center, and that was a chart or pictures of the various water levels and what typically grows in those layers of water. And so this year I've noticed that the cypress that I saw turkeys in 2 years ago has water in it. And any cypress right now has water in it. And so I really wanted to go back and get pictures of the pictures, if you will, so I can reference that. Because maybe then I can try to narrow down the areas where the turkeys are going to be. So I decided to head out, since it's going to rain today and the wind picked up really bad, to go down and go get those pictures. So fortunately, the information I had that said the visitor center closed at noon was not good info, because it was 12:15 and they were open until 4:30. So I got my pictures, so I'm hoping that helps me dial into where I need to be. Like certain types of geography or elevation lines are just going to be underwater right now, so I don't even need to bother with those. And so I'm hoping that will try to narrow down where it is I need to be to find these turkeys. So right now, that storm, it is coming in. As you can see how dark it is out there and how windy. So we're probably just going to sit here a little while. Temperature's dropping, so that's going to be a very nice respite. It was 90 degrees yesterday. It was over 80 degrees this morning. It's just hot. I feel like I have a headache because of the heat. I've had a headache since about the time I got down here, and I think that's the heat. Definitely not used to this humidity and heat. But man, the birds are having trouble staying in the air. The clouds are screaming by. Fortunately, it has cooled down so that I can kind of hunker down in the car for a little bit. Man, that joker's coming. Let me step outside. Boy, look at that stuff coming. Boy, look at that bush. I don't know if you can tell in the little screen, but ooh, we got something brewing. So I may try to get a little bit of editing done and do a little map scouting while we're sitting here. We're going to end this video here and pick it up after the storm passes. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up. hit that subscribe button down there, and as always, thanks for watching.